My name is Ron Otto, and I'm the preaching minister at Lincoln Christian Church. I was recently reading an author, and he was describing what he would consider to be life, and he described it with three things: breath, motion, and noise. Well, according to him, this balloon has my breath, and when I let go of it, it will have motion and noise. And he would consider that as having life. Something between you and I tells us that's not quite accurate. In fact, I also read that 70 million Americans are struggling to find some meaning to life. 50% of Americans struggle with some form of depression. If it's that simple to have life, then why haven't we found it? In the 1980s, the group YouTube sang, "I still haven't found what I'm looking for," and I find that to be a real reality with a lot of people. Jesus had a different perspective. Jesus says in John 10:10, "I've come that you might have life." Now, if I was to take up a survey and ask a bunch of people, why do you think Jesus came to this planet? I'd get all kinds of answers, and most of them would be correct. He came to die on a cross. He came to suffer for mankind. He came to shed his blood. He came to be our Savior, and all those answers are correct. But when Jesus told us why he came, he said, "I've come that you might have life." And not just life, but life abundantly. That whole passage is found in John 10:10, and I hope you look it up. But it actually begins with this phrase: the thief, and that's a reference to Satan. The thief comes to steal and to kill and destroy. Well, we all know what that feels like, don't we? In fact, there's a good chance that you're watching this video and right now you're struggling with a whole list of joy stealers that are out there. Fatigue or relationship problems, health issues, financial struggles. Maybe you're overworked and underpaid. Maybe you're stressed. I was recently at the doctor's and my doctor told me, "Ron, if you don't find some way to cut some of the stress out of your life, you're going to die early." And I looked at him and I said, "Doc, that's the most stressful thing I've ever heard." Yeah, Jesus said, "I've come that you might have life." Well, what does that mean? How do I get that? God will also say in 1 John chapter 5, verse 12, "He who has the Son has life. But whoever does not have God's Son does not have life." Something tells me Jesus seems to be the key in all of this. In fact, I believe that if you have Jesus, you have everything you need to experience life and to have it abundantly. Even if you have a long list of joy stealers in your life, you have exactly what you need to face today's challenges. You have exactly what you need to get over today's hurdles. You have everything you need to experience life and to have it abundantly. Well, what does that mean for you and I? If we have Jesus, you can slow down for a moment. You can relax. You can let your heart beat, your heart rate drop for a moment. You can take a deep breath. And you can celebrate that you have Jesus. You got everything you need today to live life to the full. So it brings us to the question, got life?